What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kel. And as you guys know, we are now within the month of October. It is the month for Halloween. And if you didn't know, across pop culture and pop media, certain fandoms do certain events to help sync up with certain events and holidays. Like, for instance, Disney will have a month of spooktacular TV shows and movies that they play. Or ABC Family would have 30 days of Halloween or whatever. So I thought I would do the same thing and, just post a few videos throughout the entire month where I put a video that is dedicated to the themes surrounding Halloween. Themes such as magic and chaos and spookiness and fear and so forth and so on, right? And with that being said, I believe that the best way to start off the saga that would be dedicated to the month of October would to be by doing a video that is in tune with one of the many themes of Halloween, and that is a theme of fear. And with that being said, today we are going to be doing a recruitment season type of video where we go across the multiverse to recruit our multiversal Yellow Lantern Corps. Now, if you know anything about DC, you know that the Lantern Corps are usually cosmic-based teams where each member of the Corps or each member of each Corps is given a ring that grants them various amounts and various types of powers, mainly being the ability to create constructs using their mind through some type of emotion. And we all know that these emotions are usually connected to some color of the Roy G. Biv color spectrum. Now, when it comes to my channel, we've done some of these cores before. We've done the White Lantern Corps, we've done the Black Lantern Corps, which aren't really a part of the emotional spectrum, but they are counted. We've done the Green Lantern Corps, which is the Lantern Corps of Will. We've done the Red Lantern Corps, which is the Lantern Corps of Rage. We've done the Blue Lantern Corps, which is the Lantern Corps of Hope. And today we are going to be doing the Yellow Lantern Corps, which is the Lantern Corps of Fear, also known as the Sinestro Corps. Now, while usually all of the corps differentiate vastly from one another, the Sinestro Corps is basically a direct mirror reflection of the Green Lantern Corps. The Sinestro Corps was created by Thal Sinestro himself, who was once one of the greatest Green Lanterns ever before Hal Jordan. He was the mentor and the friend of Hal Jordan, the protege of Abensor. But one day he went rogue. He went rogue due to his beliefs differentiating from the Guardians of Oa and how they should protect or, put their control out into the universe. So he went out and separated and started recruiting members in secret to create the Yellow Lantern Corps, aka the Sinestro Corps, named, of course, after him. So when he went rogue, eventually he got banished to the antimatter universe and ended up stumbling upon the planet Cord, where Cord's forgers ended up crafting him a yellow power ring. And when it comes to worlds like this, you got to take into the fact that you're basically having creations and comic book mythos built around people's wild imagination, dreams, possibilities, or things that they wish would happen, theories and stuff like that, right? So I say all of that to say, when it comes to the emotional spectrum and everything, right? These emotional spectrums are actually connected to what they refer to as embodiments, right? And I don't know how to describe what the embodiments are. I don't know if I would call them like creatures of manifestation, cosmic beings, celestial beings, creatures of pure thought, creatures of energy. I don't know what they are. But anyway, it goes. When it comes to the yellow celestial core, that embodiment was the embodiment of fear named Parallax. And Parallax was some type of space parasite who eventually ended up going on to be held prisoner within the yellow power battery, taking on the name the yellow impurity, which somehow gives us our answer as to why the Green Lanterns are weak to the color of yellow. Because apparently yellow is the embodiment of fear, and fear is the opposite of willpower. I never understood the yellow thing. Like when you explain it like the way I just did, it makes sense. But for you to say, hey, your weakness is the color yellow, or I'm gonna throw a banana at you, or I'm gonna throw, a yellow crown at you, and that's, oh, I'm weak. That has never made sense to me. But it is what it is. Anyway, essentially, that is what the Yellow Lantern Corps' history is. That's basically all the important information for the Sinestro Corps. And y'all know how I said most of the corps have various capabilities that the rings grant them. Well, seems that how the Yellow Lantern Corps is a reflection of the Green Lantern Corps, their abilities are more or less the same as the Green Lantern Corps, except that for the fact that when the Green Lantern Corps makes constructs, it's based on how capable the wielder is of overcoming fear and how much will they have. And they recruit their members as such. But the Yellow Lantern Corps, their constructs only depend on how much fear they have to put into the universe, and their constructs depend how much people fear them or how much they instill fear. So they usually collect their members by like adding rapists or serial killers or world despots and stuff like that, right? So yeah, and like I said, the Yellow Core was created by Sinestro, but whenever I look at Sinestro is one of my favorite characters when it comes to Green Lantern mythos. But whenever I look at Sinestro, I don't get scary for him. He's more imposing more than he is scary, right? Like I always got like he's a dick. Like he's always trying to force his agenda, force his mindset on people. But I never got scary. But nonetheless, the Sinestro Corps is one of my favorite Lantern Corps outside of the Rage Lantern Corps. So today we are going to honor that along with the start of the month of Halloween. And we are going to do a recruitment season video where we put together our own Yellow Lantern Corps from across the multiverse. And for those who may be new to my channel, who may have been on my channel but never seen a recruitment season video, recruitment season is basically, when it comes to certain characters, there are certain characters in comic books and media that we connect to, that we enjoy and love, that we wish we had seen more of, that we wish were on different teams. So that's just a way, recruitment season is a way for us to take control of that and, you know, be the writer for a change, be the publisher and say, well, I think this character should be on this team, or I want to see more of this character, and, just take control of that. But before we get into recruitment season, of course, there are a few recruitment season rules. The first being that no matter what team we are putting together, usually 5 to 7 is the number that most combat teams have, no matter what iteration you were looking at. So no more than 7 members, but no less than 5. Rule number 2 when it comes to recruitment season and the counting, seems that this is a multiversal recruitment season, we're looking all across the multiverse. We're not just going to stick to DC, even though the Lantern Corps are part of DC. We're going to be pulling from Marvel, anime, books, DC, Slug Terror, whatever the case may be, right? But because we're looking at different fandoms, we can only use 2 of each universe. The multiverse, when we do multiverse thing, any fandom we consist of is a universe. Marvel is a universe. Dragon Ball Z or whatever is a universe. Selecterra is a universe. Some books are universes. We can only use up to 2 members of that universe. And the third rule is that when we're pulling a team together, any member that we pull is locked and done. We cannot put this member on any other team. Once we pull a character, they're locked in for this team only, and we got to remember what characters we can and cannot use. What characters have we already used already? So when we do another recruitment season type of video, whether it be by myself or whether it be with a co-host or whatever, we cannot use those characters again. So yeah, those are all the rules. With that being said, I think the first person we're going to look at is the member Des Trevias. Des Trevias. He's a member who's already a part of the Yellow Lantern Corps. And unlike Sinestro, this guy, he's very manipulative, very intimidating. And like I said, that's what the Yellow Corps is about, intimidation and fear. But not only that, okay, so this was originally going to be one of those videos, the podcast version, where I did not put pictures and stuff up here. But I'm going to put a picture of this dude up here for y'all to see. Because if you're looking at the picture I'm looking at, or if you look at any image of this person, this dude looks terrifying. This dude looks like you just want to run away from him, like he would give you nightmares. This dude looks creepy. So the first person we're going to choose is Des Trevias. Now, for the second member we're going to choose, we're going to dive into the Avatar: The Last Airbender Legend of Korra universe, and we're going to choose Amon. And the thing about Amon is the way people believe in him, his power. His power is intimidating. His presence brings you fear because you know that your life will change forever. Like, he's an attackful force. So we're going to choose Amon as well. Speaking of his presence and the idea of him being scary, the third person we're going to choose is Voldemort from Harry Potter. Now, Voldemort, again, is one of those guys who look creepy. That's one. Two, he talks creepy. He's been doing creepy things since he was a kid. Everybody's scared of him. Like, and it's not that people believe in him. Most people do not believe in him. Most people join him out of fear and because of what he does. While Amon has the presence of fear because of his ideas, Voldemort takes that fear and uses it for killing people, experimenting on people, doing things that, should be done when it comes to magic. And again, like I said, he's scary. And the fact that Amon know he's mortal, right? Voldemort thinks that he can't die because of the Horcrux thing and everything. And he's willing to kill children, innocents, humans, all of that. So we're going to choose Voldemort as well. So right now we have 3 members. We have Des Trevias, Amon, and we have Voldemort. So the fourth person we're going to choose, we're going to look at the world of Disney Pixar. And we're going to choose one of my favorite Disney villains ever. We're going to put Mother Gothel on the team, right? Mother Gothel is one of the greatest Disney villains ever. First of all, not only was she able to intimidate and manipulate her daughter, or, well, Rapunzel, who's not really her daughter, kidnapping. She was willing to murder Flynn. She was able to manipulate and threaten people. She was old. With her age, she had power. She kept Rapunzel in that tower. That tower, if you didn't have a lot of paintings and the light, tower was creepy. Like Mother Gothel, first of all, like I said, with age comes power. She was a gaslighter for one. And the way she talked and everything, bro, we're putting Mother Gothel up here. Mother Gothel is going to be our 4th member. Speaking of women, I know I love giving women the spotlight. I know I love to give women their time to shine when it comes to comics and stuff. So the 5th member we're going to choose, Medusa. And I know for some of y'all who are looking at like, wait, Medusa, didn't you already use Medusa? I think you said you could have used the same character more than once. No, I'm not talking about Medusa from Marvel, who, if you see my Illuminati Marvel video, you will know that we already used her. I'm talking about Medusa from Greek mythology. Now, I want you to imagine just having a yard full of statues, having an area full of statues, right? In those statues, you realize are real people. The fear that comes out of that, the fear that you will be bringing, the power you will be bringing to the Yellow Magic Core, that's one. Two, the fear that you actually can't look at this woman. For my Medusa, she can transform her body into like a serpent. She could transform her body into having wings and the tail and body of a snake, and she has the power to turn people into stone. Let's look at that. Let's take that, like I said, and apply it to a room full of statues. You got Voldemort, who's already terrifying and everything. Bro, we're gonna put Medusa up here. So, right now, our lineup consists of Des Trevius, Amon, Voldemort, Mother Gothel, and Medusa. Now, as I said, as long as we have at least 5 members, we're good. But there's 2 more people I think we could add that will add to the power of intimidation and fear. And the first one being Dr. Black from the world of Slug Terror. Now, Dr. Black is one of those people who, yet again, his power, like mine, his power is intimidating. He is a political figure. He's one of those political figures who his position in life, his position in power, the way he handles business makes him fearful, makes him intimidating, because he's able to destabilize places, destabilize worlds, destabilize organizations, and more, where people fear him for how he could change things. So we're gonna add Dr. Black. And the last member we're gonna choose is a member who I know he's not a part of Disney. I think he's a part of like a Nickelodeon movie or whatever. The movie is called Rise of the Guardians, right? And it's a movie, if you haven't seen it, where basically all the holiday characters, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, those type of figures, right? And their enemy is Pitch Black. And Pitch is literally what they call the boogeyman. Now, you know, the boogeyman was a concept, being that we all feared. The person who was in our closet, the person that we were scared of seeing in the dark and everything, right? That's exactly what Pitch Black was. But in the movie, he had the power to turn dreams into nightmares, and he was able to take those nightmares and like use them, cast them, or make them into like shadow minions that will run over the world and take over and stuff. And through this, he was able to take away the kids' hope and, faith and positivity and brightness and spread fear amongst the world. So the 7th and last member we're going to choose is Pitch Black. So now that we have our team, we can now pick our leader and our second in command. And for my leader, I think I'm just going to use Lord Voldemort as the leader, even though Des Trevius was, is canonically an actual Yellow Lantern. I'm going to use Lord Voldemort as the leader because really, if you look at all these people that I've chosen, I don't see Lord Voldemort really kneeling or taking orders from anybody. So Lord Voldemort is going to be our leader, and his second in commands, I don't know if I want to make it Amon or Dr. Black. So we're just going to use both of them. One left hand lieutenant, right hand lieutenant. So our leader is Lord Voldemort, followed by Dr. Black, followed by Amon. Then we have Mother Gothel, Des Trevius, Pitch Black, and Medusa. So yeah, guys, that is our Yellow Lantern Corps. Now this one was great. I loved making this particular video. One, because like I said, I didn't choose more than one person from each fandom, each universe. Two, everybody, like I said, when you look at my Green Lantern Corps, there's people who I've chose. You was like, maybe they're not such members for the Will Corps. When I looked at members for like Rage Corps or whatever, there's certain members you can decipher if they belong to that corps or not. But this team right here, this team in particular, there is no doubt in my mind that everybody will agree that these members fit this team. And unlike most of my videos, well, not like most of my videos, because most of my videos actually have them. But this particular team I made, the Yellow Lantern Corps, each and every single member on this team is a character I really, really, really enjoy. Especially Pitch Black, Dr. Black. Medusa is one of my favorite characters in mythology. Mother Gothel, like I said, one of my favorite villains in Disney. So was Amon. Voldemort was a great villain. So, like I said, this is a video where I got to use a team consisting of all my favorite members. But yeah, guys, so like I said, this is starting the month of Halloween, starting the month of October, where I will be putting together videos to represent what Halloween's about. This was the first one. We made our Yellow Lantern Corps. Let me know, like always, what your favorite Lantern Corps is. If you like the Yellow Lantern Corps, why or why not? Who's your favorite Yellow Lantern member? Who's your favorite member on my team that I made? What do you think about the members on my team? Would you switch anybody out? Let me know in the comments. And you guys know what it is. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.